Hey, Jules Blessed Vegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. People, here we are, 11 months in. Yay, God. 11 months binge-free. I know some of you are going to join me. Where are you? Where are you? Because I know some of you even bought coins, and at this point, you should be able to say 1 month, 3 months, 5 months, 10 months, 11 months. I am so thrilled. I just feel terrifically blessed. And I was thinking, okay, what about it? What does it even mean to be binge-free? And how am I doing it? And what is it doing to benefit me? So I was thinking number 11. And I'm the 11th kid in my belly button family, right? So what are 11 benefits I've had in these 11 months? And so what I was thinking was, first of all, I binged my whole life. I mean, they say you can't have memories till you're 4. I have memories before age 4, and I have proof of them because I've been telling them for years. I mean, my goodness, I already had food issues at 3 years old. I was already pouting if my piece wasn't as big as my 14-year-old brothers who were 6'6", right? I was already sneaking food, sneaking cookies from my Aunt Kay, 3 years old, stealing from the grocery store, 4 years old, with an accomplice. I have to say, someone was guiding me, but still, I was all in. Being let go from babysitting jobs and things for eating them out of house and home. Just absolutely obsessed with food. And so my very first thing I would say is freedom of obsession would be number 1. To not have that chronic reel in my head of wondering where the next binge is going to come from. Where's the next, treat going to come from? And then with that is like number 10, number 9, and number 8, right? Which is just not having to lie about where I was, not having to hide to consume foods that I feel shamed by, not having to, misspend my money, on all of this just junk. I mean, come on, it's food-like products. We know that, right? So we have 11, 10, 9, 8. I mean, definitely feeling more secure, just secure in general. Like, there's a lot of burden when you're constantly feeling less than, like, that you're just going to slip all the time. There's a huge burden with that. So grateful to not have that burden upon me. There's a confidence I have that I can make it through a day, that I can make it through an hour, that I can make it through 5 minutes. I mean, I get it. It's always grace of one day at a time. I get that. But I have the confidence of knowing that I have the tools to do that, So number 6 would probably be just more energy in general. I've never really felt dragged down or oppressed by my food. I'm a reformed alcoholic as well. And again, God's grace a day at a time. But somebody had said to me, well, didn't you have like hangovers and stuff? No, I didn't. That was the problem. When I first drank a bottle of cold duck at 10 years old, when I drank a full bottle of Bacardi, why add Coke, right? I didn't have consequences like so many people did. And it was, I probably would have stopped much sooner had I had consequences. So obviously with food, and I ran the gamut from binging to purging to, like, I ran the gamut, starving, all of it. But with food, it's really the slowest form of suicide, when you're constantly engaging in it, when I've literally gained 100 pounds 6 times in my adult life, right? And the last time God stopped me at 85 pounds, and I was so grateful, And it's been very difficult. So I would have to say, like, number 5 might be just having a sense of peace. I really have a sense of peace, some days I get into the mindset of, why isn't this going faster? Why aren't I, being healed sooner or whatever? But mostly I have the peace of just knowing that there's no deceit going on, that I'm absolutely eating God's food, that I'm taking care of myself every day that way. And there's peace. There's absolute peace in that. Number 4 would probably be hope. I really am filled with hope. I'm filled with the hope of thinking that this is the last time, And I certainly said that every time I lost the weight, but I never believed it. I actually believe it. I actually believe that going forward, and let's just say age 60, right? Like going forward for the rest of my life, I will be free. The way I'm free of alcohol, the way I'm free of drugs, And of course, for me, it was prescription drugs, but I certainly took those I didn't need and took them for reasons that they weren't prescribed. So let's just say that. And I've been free of that for 12 years. It'll be 13 years in October, one day at a time. So yeah, I'm filled with hope. I'd say number 2 is just inspired. I'm inspired once again by so many in the vegan community. I chose vegan. The 12-step programs don't give you a food program per se. And so for me, around the same time that I was maxing out, I found vegan and raw vegan. And, all vegan is plant-based. Vegan itself is a movement to care for the animals. So it's kind of a misnomer to use that term. But you guys get it, right? No animals, no animal product. So I'm really grateful for those who honor God with their food, and that I was able to tap into that, and that I'm so inspired by so many. Freely the Banana Girl, I have to give her total props for convincing me that I could stop binging overnight. And she meant it, and I was all in, and I've been clean for 9 months. So yay, Freely, we're doing this. People like Annie101 on Instagram, Annie Beard. My goodness, she is raw, vegan, has been for years, at least 7 years, for health, not for weight. But she's consistent, and she's such a support to me. I'd like to thank the Academy. I couldn't resist. For giving me this Oscar. But no, so many people. I think of Melissa Maris, who's Raw Food Romance. She's an inspiration to me. There's just so many. So definitely being inspired. And number 1, as always, is thanking my Lord. Are you kidding me? God puts up with my nonsense every day. He's so good to me. And of course, I give a shout out to Jesus, whom I recognize as God in human form, right? So yeah, the incarnation, all of them, their mother, Jesus' Mary, Mother Mary, so good to me. All the angels and saints, all of those people, I feel I know them as well as I know you. They're so available, and I'm just so grateful. I mean, that's straight up. Yeah. So shout out to all of that. I always, in the 12-step program, it's your HP, your higher power. I recognize that higher power is the Holy Trinity for me, and I'm just so grateful. So I think that's 11. There's way more, but I just wanted to say I'm still here, people. I'm still going. I'll be happy to hold on to this coin for a month, and I'll look forward to that 1-year mark. And I have the confidence and belief and hope that I will absolutely do that, and that at some point my body will be completely restored, strong, lean, and honoring God. And I'm stoked about that. All right, my friends, if you like, join us if you haven't, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below how I may support you. And until we talk again, get binge-free. One day at a time, you can do this. What is my quick eating? Fruit and vegetables to the max until dinner, and then often more fruit and vegetables, or I allow myself to cooked element. But I keep it kind of simple. It's something like rice or yams or potatoes. I leave out the oil. It's an 80-10-10 thing. Lots of spices, some great toppings, And that's pretty much it. I keep it pretty simple. But I would prefer to eat that way. Occasionally, yes, of course, I go to restaurants. Occasionally, you know, I have to be in a situation where I can make great choices no matter where I am. And I absolutely can. I'm like super accommodating. I don't prefer fake vegan options. But I will say I have had an Impossible Burger this past year. In terms of dessert, I have had a dessert, like Baskin Robbins lemon sorbet, or they have like, I think it's called the daiquiri sorbet. I have certainly had something like that. But mostly because I eat so much of God's food, my body has no desire. And even in the teacher's lounge, and if you know me, I'm a teacher, even in the teacher's lounge, when it is filled with food-like products and tons of junk that I used to lose my mind over, I have no desire. I just walk by and go, oh, ugh. All right, until we talk again, know that you're blessed.